everybody, it's Douglas George Block, the 13th. That's not supposed to be a good number, but I love Friday the 13th. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live Chat 140. If I did one a week for the next 10 years, that'd be 520. 660 live chats when I'm 80 years old. James D, nice to see you. Jathan Kluhl, wanting some bad puns. Tony Issue, nice to see you. Taco Platter, nice to see you here. Who else has come on early? Chris Kaiser, of course, one of our great contributors. Sana, nice to see you again. I can't handle it anymore. Well, yes. You know what you should say to yourself? I'm going to type it right here. I can barely handle it. That's what you have to say. Whoops, let me get this closer. I'm a little low. Might be harder for me to type. I can barely handle it. See? That means you'll be able to handle it. Instead of saying I can handle it, say I can barely handle it. I used to say my pain is unbearable. Thank you, Taco, for your $5 contribution. Always nice to see that. Or I guess it's $5 Canadian, huh? What part of Canada do you live in, by the way? Anyway, so I used to say, and someone else, 10 pounds from a very, very probably Jason, I'm guessing. Nice work, Jason. Thank you for the UK. Anyway, when I was really, really anxious, I would say, it's unbearable. It's unbearable. I can't bear the pain. And my therapist said, no, say it's barely bearable. See? Subtle difference, but you can handle it when you say it's barely bearable. Anyway, thank you for the 2 donations getting us off to Super Chat. It is a beautiful overcast day in Portland, Oregon. Had a very mild November. In the 50s, hardly any rain. Great for cycling. I did a beautiful ride, 22 miles, Kelly pointed back. I'm getting my strength back. I'm getting my endurance back. At 70, I'm feeling good. Mohammed Ashanat, the Gaza Strip, how are you doing? Weren't you having a hard time last week? Eddie Cato, nice to see you. Marius, nice to see you. Chom Choms, Robert Jenkins. Wow, nice to see you also. Some old timers. Ruth Rodriguez, haven't seen you before, but always nice to welcome you in. Marianne Ball, first time here. Good, well, ask any question you want. I'll give you any answer I can. Can we talk about avoidant personality disorder today? How it differs from general anxiety? Well, I'm not a psychiatrist, and again, I am not diagnosing or treating mental health disorders, but I think avoidant personality disorder, from what I've heard, is someone who is like not just anxious, but essentially is anxious to the point where they avoid, life getting involved. I think it's a much more serious condition. Beyond that, personality disorders are not my specialty, but Kat, if you know anything about it, I'd like to hear from you. But yeah, I know that personality disorders are more difficult to treat than regular depression and anxiety. Virtuous Woman, Doug Nation, thank you. Eric Hato, how did you stop your OCDs? I don't know, you asked me. I do have anxiety, I feel bad when I'm around other people. Well, that could be social anxiety. We did a video on that you might want to take a look at. Wow, you're on a motorbike, Jason, good for you. Hi, Marion Ball, hi, Douglas, and peace to all. Yes, thank you, Jack. Did your homework. The reason depressed people are so tired is because the depressed brain spends all night in stage 4 REM sleep. Only way to correct is exercise forces a sleep cycle. Yes. Rachel, I love you, dear. I love that name. Marianne, hello and love to everybody. Kat, Taco, Mohammed, pray for Gaza. Douglas, I cannot bear life in Gaza. I want to end it once and for all. Life sucks. Well, I know the Gaza Strip is the biggest open air prison in the world. I know it's a very, very tough. What about family? What about connections with other people? They can help you bear the unbearable. Anybody have any suggestions for Mohammed? He's in a really state of despair right now. Michelle, Northern Ireland. I always wanted to go to Dublin. By the way, Ireland used to be having potato famines and poverty. People came to America. But you know why Ireland is prospering right now? Its capital is always Dublin. How do you like that, guys? All right. When I exercise during the night, I sometimes feel like it's pointless because there's no sunshine. Well, it doesn't matter. We're talking about getting the blood to the brain. And even with no sunshine, you're still getting some vitamin D. Started anxiety attacks after gallbladder surgery. Does it have anything to do with it? Well, to the extent that it was some sort of a minor trauma. My assistant just had a gallbladder surgery, but didn't get into that. But the brain can be rebalanced. Go look at my video, How to Rewire Your Anxious Brain. Take some tips from there, and also go see a good counselor who treats anxiety. Hopefully it will not be very long. You laughed your you-know-what off. Thank you, Norma. I liked it. I keep feeling worse. Everything you do to feel better feels like a lie. Well, why is it a lie, CC? What does that mean? If you're in pain, you want to do something to help yourself feel better. So it's not a lie, just maybe it's not working. Harm OCD. Yeah, I don't know what harm OCD is, that you have obsessions of harming people. That's something that I've not had. Marianne Ball, welcome to the chat. I have a light lamp, it really works. You mean for the winter? Yes. I know Dublin isn't a normal island, I know that. It's in southern, but the capital of Ireland is still always Dublin. What about some other country jokes? Do we have any? Why was the Scarecrow a successful neurosurgeon? He was outstanding in his field. People like that joke. How can I deal with anxiety attacks? Well, that's a combination of cognitive therapy, telling yourself you're not going to die, you're all okay, exercise, deep breathing, and in some cases medication. I do have a number of videos on anxiety. I'm going to start posting my links to my 82-page slideshow, but right now, anybody, Alan wants to know what an anxiety attack is. So the video I did, that is my most popular video, which has some really good tips on controlling anxiety. Why can't I spell this morning? How to rewire your... Okay, we'll try one more time. There it is. Lazy Eye Ranch, nice to see you. Almost forgot I was outside petting my stinky goat. Trying to sell him so he's not liking being panned up from the herd. My life is so weird. Well, you like it. That's good. I'm going to take a vacation in Palm Springs, Lazy Eye Ranch. Maybe you can come down there and meet up with me. You have to use mindfulness. Did you speak to Noah this week, Doug? No, I texted him. He said he's initially was going to go check him into a treatment center, residential treatment center for his alcohol issues, but then he said he was going to do his best to stay sober and stay out. That's the last I heard from him about 6 days ago. What about you? Tony, have you heard anything new from his videos? God bless you, Doug. I said, love you. Help me to go on. Well, yes. Wasn't that like from that wonderful song from one of my favorite films, Titanic? My heart will go on. Can anybody sing that for me? Oh, I can't hear you. If I play Cecile Dion, they're gonna demonetize my video today, because more than 10 seconds is a violation of copyright. But I love that song, My Heart Will Go On. Anyway, I'm glad I'm helping you go on, Christine. Put one step in front of the other, and you know what? I'll give you a free copy of this book of mine, ebook. It says, when going through hell, don't stop. You keep putting one foot in front of the other, you slog through, and eventually you come out the other side. So send me an email, and I think my email address is on the computer, on the printer right now. See if I can get it. Nope, I've misplaced it. Oh, maybe I haven't. There it is. A nice clean copy. douglasblog@gmail.com. Send me an email, the person who I'm helping go on, and I will send you a free ebook. The whole ebook is about how to hang in there in the face of intractable depressive pain. Green tea, you can't beat it with a stick. All right. You have family in Christian Sands. I don't know where that is. Where that is. One of the most powerful videos I ever watched was Noah. Oh, hold on. No, Thomas, did you, Doug, when you were in hospital? Yes, that was very... Tony, you remember that, huh? That was a time I'd rather not remember. That was pure hell. Are you ever finished with therapy? Not really. I've been doing it since 18. I'm now 70. Of course, yes, exercise, Leah Benetti, helps with sleep. It helps you sleep much better. Hit the gym and I'm down 35 pounds. Good for you, Taco. Nice work. Hey, White Wolf from Norway. Great name. Hey, Alan Demerick. Thank you. You're more than welcome. If I butcher the pronunciations of some of your names, forgive me. Okay, I'm putting a new video for the first time in 4 weeks. It's called Don't Believe Everything Your Brain Tells You. What do you think about that? If your brain tells you to give up, do you believe it? If it tells you you're a loser, I cover 5 distorted perceptions that the brain will feed you when you're depressed. It's coming out tomorrow morning, Monday, November 18th. Please be on the lookout for it. You're going to really like this video. You love going to Palm Springs. Can you basically tell me what a good place to stay there is? No way. I live there, mate. Yes. Well, of course you live in Norway. Off to Oslo in December. Well, I get snow. Very funny. The most important thing to remember in battling mental problems is that you're ill. Well, yes. Any thoughts to my earlier entries, Robert Jenkins? Well, let me see if I can find them. There's so many comments coming a million times. It makes me afraid I'm changing it to someone I'm not. That thoughts drive me badly. Can rumination actually make you change? I want to be the person my parents raised me to be. No, the ruminations are a temporary dysfunction going on. They're not going to change you from the person your parents raised you to be. Temperament does not change. By the time you're 7, it's all essentially set up, said Freud. So no, you're not going to change into a different person, but you are a different person right now because what you're going through. But once you get over it, you'll go back to the old Robert. All right. And also, I hope you're in treatment right now, for sure, mental health treatment. Did you catch the live stream of Kanye at Lakewood? Oh, no. Wow. And you're not talking about Kanye West, are you? Jason, you can burn off excess adrenaline by exercise. Absolutely. I stopped listening to my brain many years ago. It tells me nothing but negativity. Good for you, Tony. That's what my video is all about. RCB, White Wolf, my uncle is married to a Norwegian woman, lives there. Yes, I love Norwegians. Robin Stanley, I feel like I'm never going to get better. I have major depression. It is resistant. Yes, and that is the brain telling you a lie. Depression lies about the future. You will get better, Robin Stanley. You will get better. But it's a test of endurance and perseverance. I know I've been there 4 times. Hang in there, baby. And let me know what treatments you're trying. There's all sorts of things, TMS, CCT, ketamine, regular psychotherapy, exercise. Matter of fact, Robin, if you email me, I will send you a free copy of this chart, Self-Care Activities to Improve Your Mood, something I used when I was really depressed and I still use every day to help me stay on even keel. All right, Anthony Olson. Hi all, just joined. Most important, how is Mohammed? He was not well last week and I'm worried about him all week. Well, he came on, he said it's still a struggle for him to be in the Gaza Strip. He wants to end it and I'm trying to tell him, hang in there and maybe reach out to some family and friends and community. They can always make you feel better even if you're if your outer circumstances are really bad. So Anthony, ask Mohammed directly. Nice to see you, Steve Keeler. Sandra, Annette, nice to see you again. Wow, you went to the gym before this stream as I promised. You went 3 times, took steps to work with someone. Wonderful, Sandra. You actually took the suggestions of the community here. And how are you feeling? If you don't say better, I'm running out the door. But I am curious how you're feeling after going 3 times. Yeah, small world it is. Well done, Sandra, yes. Yeah, you need to listen to the video that I'm putting up tomorrow. Don't believe what your brain tells you. Everything your brain tells you. We're all proud of you, Sandra. I'm starting treatment in December. I just went from Zoloft from 50 to 100. Okay, well, you know, sometimes it takes 150 to 150, 100 to 150 of Zoloft to make a difference. So hang in there, listen to your doctor, work with your doctor, and do other things too, in addition to medication. Anyone heard from Rachel? Yeah, she's right here. Hi, Amanda, says Chris. Mohammed, I was wondering what one should do if he finds himself in a war zone. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. You're not an unworthy crock because you're in a war zone, Mohammed. The war zone is something outside of yourself. It cannot touch you. It cannot harm your essential goodness and your essential spirituality. That's all outer stuff. So you just have to find a way not to let it get to you, and find a way in your own personal life to, put up barriers against that. Okay, I'll look at the reviews on Yelp. Thank you. Daniel, yes, Kanye West had a conversation with Joel about finding God. Wow. I should have listened to it. How was it? Were you there? I'd love to see it. I'm getting to like Joel Osteen more and more. Yes, it does get better. Well, Amanda and Chris keep supporting each other. Tony Issue. Where are you based, Sandra? UK or US? Well done for going to the gym. You were very low last week. See, Tony Issue, look at you guys, the way you support each other. I love you. You're creating a healing community. This is wonderful. We programmed to be negative. It's a survival technique from years ago. You're absolutely right, Jason. Very good point. Hey, all, first time recovering from SSRI withdrawal. Yes, so are many people. Okay, let's move this here. What am I doing? Oh, I'm moving this so I'm more centered. Yes, I have my little turn-it-back on, and then I have my little black vest from Patagonia. Overpriced, but very good. All right, White Wolf. Where are you from, mate? Wait. If you're in Norway, why are you saying mate? Isn't that something that the people, the British do? Maybe you're a British person who moved to Norway. You were very low, you're doing better. Well, are you going to go back and exercise 3 times this week? Can you build upon your success, Sandra? Promise us. Thank you. Is anyone helped by hydroxyzine, Vistarol? Yes, not me, but many people I know have taken it. It's like taking a Skittle. I know what that means, but anyway. Can depression, stress, anxiety cause tinnitus? Oh my goodness. I had a guy who had horrible tinnitus and was depressed, and we never could figure out if it caused it. But you're the second person who said these things are associated with each other. I would definitely go see an ear, nose, and throat doctor to rule out anything organic. But depression sometimes causes all sorts of physical effects or symptoms that can't be explained any other way. All right. So I hope that answered your question, Sana. Muhammad, I know for some people it may help to have God in your life. I read the Bible a lot. Well, good for you. Well, the people from the Middle East have the Quran. Same difference. Thomas Gonzalez says, I'm glad to say 90% there is hope for all. Well, that's very, 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 very uplifting. Sandra, I was doing better after the first time. It gives me structure, step in the right direction. Now I need external motivation. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, well, whoever you work with, have them help you get back to the gym again. $20, and that's got to be Chris Geiser. I just know that number. It's Robert Jenkins. Wow. Thank you for your support. I'm afraid at times, but being able to hear from other people shows me that I'm not alone in this. My issue is I put out stuff at times going to the gym, writing. You put off stuff. Yeah, well, you're more than welcome. Robert, where are you? Thank you for your generous $20 contribution. Let's give Robert a really big hand for his generosity. In the meantime, I want to suggest that journal writing is a very, very wonderful thing. So Robert, what do you get out of it? Why don't you tell these people why it's a good idea? I've been doing it since they've been 13. RCB, my lower back has never been better. Maybe that's because you dropped 35 pounds. That could help. Well, congratulations, that's all I can say. Thank you, Anthony. I'm trying to pull myself together. Well, do you have a confidant? They must have counselors in the Gaza Strip, or the person at your mosque, or assuming you do go there, or a friend or a partner. We all need moral support. Mohammed, what was your email? I'm a fellow who has nearly ended my life. I need support too. Let's catch up via video conference so we have mutual support. Thank you for reaching out, Anthony. You guys should at least email or text. Write down positive things about yourself. Yes, well done, Sandra. I went to the gym today. I felt like rubbish before. Now I feel so much better. Rudy Zabindo, nice to see you again. Aborigines say we have 3 brains, a head and a heart and a gut. The one in the head is a sneaky one because it wants to seduce you and take you the easy way. Listen to your gut and your heart. Wise, wise, wise. Does anyone else find cleaning their house so soothing when your anxiety is high? Yes. Channeling the energy, getting focused, doing something concrete. And man, I do. I love cleaning the house. And Mohammed has just given his email out to anybody who wants to support him. It's right here. It just showed up. David Holden. Oh my goodness. So good to see you. Hey, have you finished my book, Healing from Depression? You hate cleaning house. Well, that makes two of us. David, how's it going? Weren't you going to go to school or something, or maybe not? Anyway, I have to have some strawberries. I didn't eat much, and this takes a lot of energy hanging out with you guys, although I love it. 58 people, 21 minutes after the hour. Good work. The past is only kept alive in people's minds. It doesn't exist. Jason, you're very profound. Who's cleaning house? David? No, that's Sandra. Oh, you hate cleaning house. Yeah. We went over that, didn't we? I absolutely agree, Tony Issue says Crystal Luong. But I know that this is not him. This is his depression. We have a beautiful daughter together. He's been dealing with major depression since he was 18. Wow. Hey, Crystal, why don't you, do a favor for your partner and have him get this book on Amazon, Healing from Depression, 12 Weeks to a Better Mood. I wrote it in 2001. Everything is exactly the same now. Nothing has changed. It's a self-directed body, mind, spirit recovery program. And I think my eyes are a little lower than the camera. It's because I have a short chair. Anyway, yes, so recommend that book, Healing from Depression. I think the person will get out of it. Will get a lot out of it. Oh, Aboriginal saying is brilliant, scientifically accurate. The stomach-brain connection is confirmed. Yes, yes, yes. Workbook seems like a great idea, James Dean. And what workbook were you referring to? 1 to 3 goals a day, 3 things I'm grateful for. Good for you, Taco Platter. That's a great, great ritual to write 3 things you're grateful for in your journal. Rest, sleep, exercise. Yep, can't be that. I've never been to the gym before. We moved office to one that has a gym. It's a great habit. Thank you, James D. James D., what type of workbook are you referring to? I'm writing one right now, but I don't think you're referring to that. Remember, Monday I'm doing a video, posting a video called Don't Believe Everything Your Brain Tells You. Important video. RCB, you can do this one day at a time. My little girls are 20 and 16. Good for you. Robert Zanga says, 21 years in the Navy, but you have supported me as well. I haven't started yet, but I plan on it. I look at how Noah has done it. Do you have any music you like to listen to? I started to listen to Enya. I love Enya. Listen to the theme music from somebody called The Piano, the movie by Nyman. I forget his first name, but he's absolutely amazing. At $5 from somebody, thank you, whoever that was, £5. Thomas Gonzalez, good for you. Do you live in the UK? Life is a long journey, he will get better, yes. And so have you been 20, I'm a little confused, 21 years of the neighborhood, you have supported me as well. I haven't started yet, but I plan it. Started on what? Robert, and you've been, I take it, 21 years in the Navy in the past. You love that book, Robert Jenkins, and I don't know what book you're referring to. Mad Flamingo, my wife abandoned me because of my depression. It's sad, but I don't blame her. I will never burden the person with me again. Yes, you will. You won't be burdened. You'll get better. Speaking of which, Mad Flamingo, I hate to tell this joke. It was Jason Clulo's, forgive me. When my wife told me to stop acting like a flamingo, I had to put my foot down. Here's another version. My wife told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I put my foot down. I like the first one. They're both funny. I love puns. YouTube videos about Julian Cowan Hill. Now, who is that? Julian Callan Hill. I like the name. I'm going to cut and paste that. I'll be right back, you guys. Huh. 63 people watching. Wow. Must be a dreary day in England, I'll tell you. Christelle Luan, I recently ordered your book for him. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for the tips, White Wolf says to RCB. What are your thoughts on lavender as a treatment for anxiety symptoms? My wife uses it all the time. Probably, what do I call it? Placebo effect. No, I love lavender. I've heard it's good for depression, but it's a beautiful, beautiful oil. Try things out, see what works. Wow. Thank you again, Robert, for your wonderful donation. Really appreciate it. Anyone else want to donate? There's a $ at the bottom of the live chat. Click on it and you can donate anything from 99 cents on. Or some of you are patrons already, but if you go to www.patreon.com and type in my name, you can become a sustaining member of this channel for as little as $2 a month. Kind of like me supporting your public radio station. Helps me pay the people who make these videos for me. Okay, Amanda mentioned doing an anxiety workbook with a friend. Well, guess what? There's an anxiety book that's world famous called the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook. It's about 25 years old by Edward Bourne. Amanda, you may want to look at this before you do your own. It's amazing. It's very, very famous. Thank you again, Thomas, for your donation. Oh, 21 years of active duty. You just retired. Good for you. Oh, you're talking about the Healing from Depression book. Excellent. I like the friendly people here in the chat. I believe people who struggle with depression are such good people. Yes, because they've suffered. They have compassion. Anyway, this is for Amanda. It's called the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook and by Edward Bourne. It is very, very popular. Okay, let's try it. Anxiety. Let's go back to where it was. ANXIETY and PHOBIA workbook. Check this out, you guys. By Edward Bourne, EDWARD, except I can't type. WARD BOURNE. Okay, Amanda, get the Anxiety and Phobia Workbook published by New Harbinger Press. You will love this book. It's already been done. Maybe you can get some good ideas. No more donations, otherwise we'll kick my butt. Oh, for 20 pounds, I'm sure your wife can handle it. But yes. Anyway, appreciate your putting yourself in jeopardy. I have fear going to doctors. Anyone else have this problem? The lonely plight of a union. Never give up, people. Off to bed. By the way, a doctor gave a patient only 6 months to live. At the end of the 6 months, the patient didn't pay his bill, so he gave him another 6 months. A joke from the Borscht Belt. Douglas, never forget how much you help people and how meaningfully you work with others. You're a good person. Well, thank you, White Wolf. Can I crash at your place in Norway? I've always wanted to go there. By the way, Taco, I need to start learning more about mindfulness. Well, that's a really good thing to do. There's so much information on it. Hey, Rachel is reaching out to Lazy Eye Ranch. You heard from Rosie B. Yes, I was wondering about Rosie B. You love IFS family. I bet that's internal family systems. God, I am smart. Don't say that, Doug. Pride goeth before the fall. I have that workbook. Haven't been able to make myself do it. I'm having to do something different in my homework for therapists. Don't have the time to do both. Great, no. Working with a therapist, always the best thing to do. Well, Lazy Ranch, come on. Get up and email Rosie Bang. We have to look out for each other. Haven't heard of it before, Sandra, and I don't know what Sandra mentioned that you haven't heard of. Oh, internal family systems, yeah. You look it up, it's very good. It's about having different parts of yourself talk to yourself based on your programming. Very powerful. Most haven't, yeah. I only know it because I'm in the field. By the way, Mohammed posted something about having some more struggles. Maybe we could answer. Thank you again, White Wolf, for your wonderful positive feedback. All right, I'm going to have some more raspberries. It is now 30 minutes after the hour, 58 people watching. It's Sunday, the 17th of November, 2019. Can you believe it's almost 2020? There was a very good TV show with Barbara Walters called 2020 in America, investigative program, investigative journalism. Hey, the week after this is Thanksgiving. Gratitude. Raise your hand if you have something to be grateful for. Even when you're depressed, even when life is tough, there's always one or two things. So I'm grateful for my partner Joan and for my cat Bruce and for my being able to work and help other people like you folks. So someone else raise their hand. I want to hear what you're grateful for as we get close to Thanksgiving. I know you are good people. I know things are going well in your life, even as you struggle with a mental health disorder. So let's jump in. Who is grateful and what for? Yes, thank you very much, Jason Clulo. Man will be alive, well, we don't know if he'll be alive in 25. Hey, Stephanie, listening to the birds on our property helps me with mindfulness. Yes, I actually started putting on my bird feeder again after a 6-month relapse, and the birds are coming in. Boy, does that lift my mood. I'm grateful for my health. Yes, Sandra, you went to the gym and kicked butt. Grateful for my grandpa and my dog. Yes. Can you share an email for the Patreon link? Absolutely. You just go to patreon.com and hit /Doug Block, or go to patreon.com and just put in Douglas Block Depression, and my page will pop right up. Abdullah Mastif. Hi, Doug. I was diagnosed with fatty liver. How can I feel anxiety is normal and easy? I'm going more crazy. Okay, so Abdullah has just been diagnosed with fatty liver. Well, health conditions can really affect your mood. I would say work with your doctor and just tell yourself you're going to be okay. I actually have fatty liver also, but it's a mild case, you know. Diet helps, exercise helps, and just, you know, go work with a practitioner. We have naturopaths here in Oregon, in America, that can be very, very good. Grateful for Grace, and that must mean your cat. I'm grateful for my kids. They helped me pull them out of the depression of hell. Taco, how many children do you have? I'm grateful that my family survived 21 years in the Navy and I wake up every day. Was there anything good that happened in the Navy? My father-in-law was in the Navy. Nice to see you again, V. Jack V. I was wondering if you could answer something for me. From time to time, I have tunnel vision. I focus on details of things I already went to that option. Well, that's kind of a little bit of almost obsessive compulsive stuff, maybe. Over attention to detail. It's really hard to know from what you say. Again, I'm not here to diagnose, but I would say that here's the key. Here is the key. Are these symptoms of tunnel vision affecting your day-to-day living? Are they interfering with your ability to work, to love, and to engage in activities of daily living? If they are, you should reach out for help for a doctor or a therapist or both. If it's something that comes intermittently, comes and goes, you can just learn to live with it. But if it's becoming something that really negatively impacts your life, more often than not, you've got to get it checked out. So that's what my recommendation is. Let's hear some more grateful stuff. My amazing therapist, yes. For several years, I'm trying to take care of 20 acres and 16 goats. They give me a reason to get up. We all need a reason to get up out of bed, right? Okay, my reason to get up and get out of bed, because I need to work on a new YouTube video. If I didn't have this channel, I don't know what would become of me. You know what they say in the AA, we give it away in order to keep it. What gets you out of bed, folks? I'd like to hear. I struggle with being perfect. Yes, well, that's a very bad habit. That's going to drive you nuts, perfectionism. No, nobody's perfect. To err is human, right? To forgive, divine. Yes, GMAC, it's a big struggle of anxiety and depression. What is it, Leah Benetti? I don't know. Oh, so many comments and so quickly. Sorry if I can't catch everybody. So Leah, did you get the email address for Patreon this time? Or the URL? Everyone is perfect here, yes. Can SSRI cause restless legs? Look it up. Talk to your pharmacist, maybe. Damn alarm clock and having to go to work. Wow. Stephanie Bacon says, oh, sorry, don't want to blow your cover here, SB. You said something that made RCB go, wow. So RCB, what did you say wow about? Whatever SB said. Oh, grateful for organ donation. Wow. I mean, are you donating an organ or you got an organ donated? My blog and my YouTube channel wakes me up, and my dog does too. He's the best alarm clock. You know what a dog is? A treadmill with fur. Life is moving too fast and people can't keep up. You're absolutely right. I'm grateful I have a warm place to sleep. Mad Flamingo, that's lovely. Hey, maybe Zero, you're back. And if I am insane for being cognizant that our leaders would end up murdering us all at any time, then they want, I'm black. Joker then. There's Mobius Zero with his words of catastrophe. Yeah, if you want to pay something to me, Leah, just use PayPal. Do you have a PayPal account? You can set up one in 5 minutes. Just go to paypal.com. Set up an account. You just need a checking account.com. And then my PayPal address is my email address. That'll make it easy. Make sure you're sending the money to friends and family, otherwise PayPal will take a cast. How do you spell address? ADDRESS? Close enough. Yeah, go to paypal.com first. I'm grateful for being a job where I can be around airplanes. Mobius Zero, that's wonderful. Alan Jones, it has been a while. Mobius Z, congratulations. Matt Fleming, I'm grateful for cornbread. I'm going to eat for dinner. Yes. One Claire Lou, nice to see you. One Claire Lou was the person who first sent me Fisherman's Friends lozenges that are aniseed in yellow packages. I've been ordering them ever since. You're a saint, One Claire Lou. How are things going in the UK? How am I feeling, Douglas? Well, you know what? The guy, co-founder of Unity, what was his name? Come on, Fillmore, Charles Fillmore. He used to say at 81, one in the morning, I spring out of bed, I spring forth with a mighty energy to do the things I need to do today. I just sprung forth from bed this morning to go work on my finances. I'm doing a hell of a lot better than I was 4 years ago, I'll tell you. I was right on the way to the mental hospital. Oh, wow. My husband had diseased kidneys removed and a friend's kidney inserted 7 years ago. God, isn't modern medicine a friggin' miracle? I'm not quite what you mean by address, One Claire Lou. Thank you for thinking of me, Marie Ortiz. Mobius Zero, what other people think is none of your business. Pay no attention to them. I love cornbread, by the way. Can you send some to me? I'm grateful I live in London for 6 months. Oh, I should visit you. I've always wanted to go back to London. I lived there in '82. Things are good, but I lost a friend to suicide. Wow. Really? You know, I'm writing a book on that right now. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of organizations around the world that help for grieving, you know, relatives when someone has died that way. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. I don't know if they really have anything in the UK, but you should go to their website. In the meantime, I will send you some pages of my book. Was your friend depressed? Anyway, go to afsp.org. Mad Flamingo, thank you for $2. Everything helps. Appreciate it. How is the book coming on? It's going very well. I think I have your email address. I know your first name is Claire from the UK. I can send you the first 7 chapters. Why don't you just send me another email so I know I have it. Anyway, email me douglasblog@gmail.com. We need a joke. We need a joke. My kingdom for a joke. What did one earthquake say to the other when it bumped into? It's not. What are the things? One earthquake saying when it bumped into another. Sorry, my fault. Ah, yes. How do tyrannosaurs... Never mind. How do dinosaurs pay their bills with Tyrannosaurus checks? There we go. 6 months, my own flat next to Wembley Station. Amazing. What's amazing by it? Is it you're just glad to be on your own? How old are you? I'm glad you're happy with being in London. You're making pinto beans. Oh, they're wonderful. Oh, he was attacked in Belfast. Oh, yes. That's what happened to Spalding Gray. I mean, trauma is the worst, isn't it? Lazy Wren, Sandra Esmail, I think so because I've been living at depression and isolation to drive one mad. I'm still trying to crawl out, but at least I'm moving upwards. Yes, Lazy Wren, you're doing better. I'm proud of you. I know I've got some good jokes in here somewhere. Let's see what they are. I need to... What did one elevator say to the other? I think I'm coming down with something. Well, I couldn't get to sleep last night. I sometimes have insomnia. I stayed up all night and I wondered when this sun would come up. And then it dawned on me. What did the janitor say when he sprung forth on the closet? Supplies, supplies. All right, you guys got to come up with something better. Oh, that's horrible. The toilet paper got stuck in a crack. Oh. How many scissors change light bulb? One, but the bulb really has to want to change. That's an old one. I'm not in London anymore. I live in New Hampshire. It was amazing for this American to live in London, not for work, but as a tourist. I love New Hampshire. I love Vermont. The primaries are there. A lot of people campaigning up there, Sandra? I used to be a helicopter winchman, but the job kept winding me up. Yes, I know that. Hi, Douglas. On my way home from Richmond, enjoying watching your channel while riding, not driving. Huh? On your little iPhone? Mad Flamingo, how many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles. Very, very funny. They're so bad, you need a new joke book. Well, these are not joke books. These are all things that you guys contributed. Oh. I'm wondering if there's any other good jokes. Sorry about your friend, One Clear Lou, and $10 donation from a saint, Chris Geyser. Always can count on you, Chris. I must have sent you one going through. I sent you this already, didn't I? I sent you a copy when going through Hell Don't Stop. I hope so. Well, let's hear some more gratitude statements. Thanksgiving is 11 days away, and I'm coming out with a new video on don't believe everything your brain tells you, and then my next video after that has to do with, what does it have to do with? Oh, depression hates a moving target. And somebody just made a donation of $20.99. Lagai, be real, stay kind as always. Lagai, you are a mensch. You're a menschette since you're Lisa. Well, thank you. You know, you've been so generous. You should ask some questions and get some support from the community, or maybe, you know, give some support, or maybe do none of the above. But I'd love to hear some of your comments. And I know you live in Canada. I keep forgetting. Is it British Columbia where you live? The guy is a great human being. We've had many email chats. You should become you probably already are a patron of mine on Patreon. All right, what's going on here? Be real, stay kind as always. Yes, you too. You're watching on your phone. Hi, Susan. Always nice to see Susan McDonald, a wonderful teacher. Mary's such a big place. They've only visited New York City and Los Angeles. Well, that's a lot. Russia and China are much bigger than America, by the way. Alberta. Well, I was close, one away. I've been in Alberta, by the way. It's right near Glacier National Park. And of course, my favorite female singer of all time, Joni Mitchell, was born in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I think that's right next to Alberta, isn't it? G-Mac, nice to see you. The support here is really nice. Haven't watched them well, but was still subscribed and love that community has kept going. Yes, well, you come back anytime you want, G-Mac. 4 hours from New York City. When should one consider to have ECT? That's a very good question because I've had it. My mother's had it 5 times. When you're depressed, when you can't function, when you're thinking of ending your life and nothing else is working, not drugs, not exercise, no other treatments, then you resort to ECT. It's called the method of last resort, but it has a 70 to 80% success rate. So you need to go to a doctor who performs ECT and get evaluated to see if you're a good candidate. There is nothing to fear. It is not going to harm you. It's only a 1-minute grand mal seizure. You're only out for 10 minutes. They have got it down to a science. So talk to your psychiatrist or a mental health professional if you think you need it. But when you're doing badly and nothing else is helping, that's a good time to try it. I know my geography. Yes. Anyway, I hope that helped. The older I get, the more I appreciate Joni Mitchell and Joan Baez. Well, I appreciated them when I was 21, but yes. Hey, yes, White Wolf. Thank you for your kind words. Doug, just to ask one more time, rumination doesn't change you. No, it doesn't. Look, every time I've had a depressive breakdown, I was ruminating. Oh, I could have done this. I should have done that. Why did I leave Portland? Why did I leave Eugene? Driving myself crazy with my thoughts. And when I came out of the depression, the rumination went away. You are who you are and not what your thoughts make you think you are. Absolutely. Delaware. I didn't know you were in Delaware, Chris. Been there myself. Grew up in New York City. Yes, Jason, you already said that joke about the right behind you. I still like it, though. Ruminating is the worst. Yes, it really is. Wait, you ruminated, says Robert? Oh, yeah, everybody who's depressed ruminates. Yes, RCB, red, what is RCB? Red something in blue, or that's RGB, red, green, and blue. You like that. I did too. Anyway, I love the name Rachel. Too bad we can't all meet. Mobius, the only country that have used nukes so far is the United States. Very well put, James D. Anyone know about the dependent personality disorder? Don't know if I'm making a self-fulfilling thing by learning more. Well, it's not good to read about symptoms, but dependent personality disorder just means, I've never heard it, but it obviously means you're too dependent on other people, need to learn to do things on your own, not care what people say, things that can be worked out in therapy. I don't recommend researching your symptoms on the internet. It just makes things a lot worse. Jack Godfrey, how do I know I find EDC doesn't work? I'm always feeling the need to end my life. Wow, I'm so scared to hurt myself. That's good. That's a very good thing. Yes, well, if you're in that state, you should think about ECT, and you should also write to me. I'm writing a book on this subject, and I would love to send you some free copies, free chapters. douglasblog@gmail.com. Yes, if you don't feel safe, Jack, you need to tell your psychiatrist, and you need to do something about it. Ending your life is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, let me tell you. CBT is so good for stopping ruminating. Thank you, Sandra. Absolutely right. It works like a charm. Anyway, Jack Godfrey, talk to somebody about how you're feeling. If you need to be in a hospital and be safe, do so. This too shall pass. I want you to look at a video that I made. Oh, well, God bless you too, Robert Jenkins. I'm glad you made it through the Navy. No, ECT is not neurofeedback. Well, TMS is they run a magnet over your head and induce a weak current in your left prefrontal cortex. ECT, they induce a grand mal seizure in your brain. Much more intense, much more invasive, and also much more effective. Yeah, neurofeedback is I won't say it is, yeah, you should try TMS. I think neurofeedback is worthless, personally. I've never known anybody who's helped by it. TMS, on the other hand, is evidence-based, as is ECT. Yeah, well, if it does come back with a vengeance, Susan McDonald, you just can go ahead and use the tools. Everybody's got their toolbox, just take them out. Anyway, Jack, did you hear me about, making sure you're safe? I want people to encourage Jack to stay safe. All right. So, Leah, did I answer your question? Glad to know we're all connected so far. That's the miracle of the internet, the miracle of technology. Yes, we do know that it will be a zero because all things change in life. I don't care how miserable you are or how desperate you feel. I mean, look at the Golden State Warriors, my favorite team, right? 5 finals in a row, one of the greatest teams in history of basketball, and now they're in last place overnight. Even the Trailblazers, who were in the finals last year, 13th place overnight. You see how things quickly can change? Trust me, hang in there. You will get well. There may be some memory loss, but talk to your doctor about ECT. Staying alive is most important. That is the only way I considered it once. Yes, of course. Yep, Jack can do it. Yes, you guys, you can all make it. And by the way, the memory loss of ECT center was only from at the time that the procedure is happening, not for before or after. I remember everything before I went to the hospital and everything afterwards. And when I was getting ECT for a month, I remembered most everything. All right, I need to stretch my legs. It's 51:21. We're going to end it at 55 after the hour, a little bit early. And so, you guys have any final questions? Jim, I will not take over. You're stronger than that feeling. God is with you. Yes, I believe that God is with all of us. Get help, says the guy to Jack, over and over and find a key that works for you. Ketamine infusions can help very quickly. Whoops. Okay, what is the next comment? Christine Eskins, does anyone here else suffer from PTSD? I found my son dead in my bedroom. Accidental overview dose. Wow. It will be 8 years this December 3rd. God have me my son for the last month of his life. Please pray for me. Well, we will, and I think you should go ahead and look into people who deal with complex PTSD and get a good psychotherapist. And, you know, I'm sorry for your loss. You're right, David Holden, the key to combating rumination is to focus on the here and now. Bernard Brown, nice to see you again. Forgiveness is healing. Bye, Rachel. One day we'll meet. I had feedback from my therapist that about 5 people she met claimed to have lost memory from the further back, but everybody is different. Yeah, well, I've never seen it. I've seen about 20 people go through ECT, but you're right, it's possible. But hey, if you're on the brink, it's worth the risk. Oh, can't imagine, Christine. And I don't know, probably your son who died in your bed. Yeah, that would be very, very difficult and very traumatic for sure. Yes, James Forney, your situation will improve. Keep telling that to Jack over and over again. This too shall pass. And that's the name of the video I want to close on. The video I did that I'm very proud of, it's called 4 Words. Okay, let's try it again. Should have spent more time in typing class. 4 words that can save your okay, go to my channel and type in these keywords, 4 words that can save your life. And what are those 4 words? Yeah, don't be alone, says Lagai, grief therapy. Thank you for being here faithfully every Sunday. Well, you're more than welcome. Sometimes I want to sleep in, but get support. Absolutely, Christine. That's the name of the game. Yes, my dad was murdered 33 years ago. It still haunts me. Yeah, well, you never get over that totally, but you can learn to live with it. All right, so what are the 4 words that can save your life? Whoever says it, I will send you a copy of this chart if you email me. Thank you, David Holden. This too shall pass. God bless you. It does, it always does, and it always will. It will get better. Well, that's, Sandra, I like that. This too shall pass and it will get better, telling you the same thing. So yeah, it will get better is about as good as this too shall pass. So if that suits you better, use it. Where is my tea? Don't you British like tea? I'm drinking a tea from Britain. It's actually, I guess it was made here in the United States now. It looks like it's British, but it's called Smith. Smith, and it's a chai tea. I love chai tea. The black tea gives you some caffeine, but it doesn't rev you up like coffee. Well, Douglas is so adorable. Well, Lugai, let's meet in Seattle. Oh, speaking of adorable, yeah, citalopram, Wellbutrin, and lamotrigine, good medications. What are the 4 words? This too shall pass. And what was I going to do right before I left? Now I forgot. Oh my God, I was going to close with something really inspirational. Well, I forgot what I was going to close with, but here's something inspirational sent to me by a woman who was close to the edge, Julie Hayes from Michigan. What does this say, ladies and gentlemen? From the ashes I rise. What is that? Tell me who that is. Is that a turtle? What's the name of that animal for another chart? Tony Yushu, yes. Your depression is not based on nothing. It's based on a dysregulated brain, which is something. The Phoenix. Yay, good work, Maria Dees. Nice. It's my favorite symbol, yes. Every 500 years, it builds a big funeral pyre, hops in, burns to a crisp, but then rises from its ashes. Anybody who's ever come through a major depressive episode, panic disorder, trauma, we are like the Phoenix. We are resurrecting. So the guy who asked me, does rumination change your brain forever? No, it does not. You can rise like the Phoenix, and you will, with time and the right type of support. Remember the 3 keys to mental health recovery. 1, set the intention to heal. Make up your mind you want to get well and create a picture of how that would look like. 2, reach out for support. Other people, community, friends, family, psychiatrists, mental health professionals, 12-step groups. And number 3, treat your symptoms using a combination of mutually supportive therapies like the ones in this chart, which you can find in my book, Healing from Depression. That's it. Decide you want to get well, let other people help you, use tools, and you can overcome anything in terms of mental health. So, yeah, you don't want to leave your daughters with this memory. Absolutely, Joyce, very well put. Yeah, I'll give you the name of that hotline, everybody. It's 1-800-273 capitals TALK. That's the hotline you want to cause. All right, well, this has been a very active live chat. We're all on regular time. I hated leaving daylight savings time. I have to ride my bike an hour earlier during the day. Adios, amigos. David Holden, always good to see you. And let me see if I can find Sana's comment. I'm looking, and not finding it. Oh well. Maybe I'll cut and paste this stuff and then find it later. Anyway, thank you for your encouragement, whoever said you don't want to leave your children with a memory like that. Yes, we must stick it out. We must hang in there. Things will get better. Things will get better. 4 words. This too shall pass. Another 4 words. Thanks, Douglas. Thanks, everyone. I'm off to watch the video now about all the 4 words. Yes, it's called 4 words that can save your life. It's on there. Just type in 4 words as keywords. You'll find it. Anyway, Phoenix, yes, it is. And again, the 4 words that can save your life are this too shall pass. Have a good week, everybody. Thumbs up. Keep the faith. Use your light box. Remember, winter is followed by spring. Death is followed by rebirth. Pain is followed by pleasure. Light is followed by dark. Hey, are we having a pattern here? We live in a dualistic universe. Anyway, things are going to work out. They always do. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. I give my loves to everybody. Oh, please press thumbs up for this video. That would be nice. Yeah, give it a like. YouTube likes it when things are liked. Then they'll send more people to the channel. Mobius, God bless you for having your airplane job. We all need a reason to get out of bed. We all need a reason. I'll give you one more word of wisdom. Everybody needs three things: something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. I'll say it one more time. Everybody, every human being needs three things in life: something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. Fortunately, I have all three of those in my life. I know many of you do, and if you don't, hang in there. It will get better. All right, everybody. As we say, oh, I won't say it. I was going to make a bad joke. All right.